What up? What's up, guys? Cycling fanatics. Yeah, doing a workout today on Zwift. It's gonna be about 2.5 hours. That's the plan of easy riding, easy endurance. So if you want to join, jump on the trainer, find me in Zwift, and then ride with me. I want to ask you guys which level you want me to ride. I don't really care. We can choose between the stuff that's at the top, Watopia, Yorkshire or Innsbruck. I'm just gonna do some riding, some exploring. I usually ride at Watopia, so that's actually, you know, my usual riding. But if you guys want me to go somewhere else, I don't care. There's always way more people in Watopia, and yeah, there's not as much in the other levels, but we can go anywhere. So let me know where you want me to go. I'll give you a couple minutes. I'm tying my shoes right now, so send me a chat in the screen, which is visible right here, and then you can let me know. Tie my shoes. By the way, I am stuck indoors on the indoor trainer right now because Daisy, my girlfriend, she's having major back pain issues for the last few days now. So I've been doing everything around the house, and I have to be here to put the babies to bed. Baby Sam is already sleeping, so in maybe an hour or whatever I have to jump off the trainer, put the baby to bed, and then I can continue. But in case something happens, you know, it's better if I'm at home, because she cannot lift the babies and stuff. So that's why. And the weather is actually pretty good right now, so it's way better to be outside, but at the moment that's not really possible for me. So let's go. Let's go to what have you guys said? One answer, Watopia. Choosing a route. The Mega Pretzel. Way too long. But we can see how far we get. I won't make that in 2.5 hours. What about the pretzel? It has a lot of climbing. What is this? TikTok? We can do this. And then whatever happens, I can change the route. Alrighty, boys and girls. Here we go. So, nothing too special on this ride today, but just want to be doing pretty steady pace. Oh no, I don't have my chat screen open. There we go. Okay, so if you want me to go left or right, whatever, just let me know. I can change the route. Pretty easy. Are we still live? Yeah. So I'm wearing this is the MAP base layer, but I'm actually wearing the Sirocco bib shorts. This is the premium Sirocco bibs. They are really good. They fit me perfect. They're nice and firm, but also super thin. The straps are very, very nice. I was wearing this on the Crazy Cross Country Challenge for 570 kilometers in one ride. And it worked really nice, so you can say it's a really good bib shorts. Just had a new subscriber, Martijn van Ooyen. What up? Welcome to the channel. If you're looking for this kit, go check out the link in the description. There's a link to Sirocco website, and you get a discount on anything they sell if you go through that link. So just wanted to say that. So here we go. I want to be pushing about 200 watts. I actually have a bit of a sore legs from my strength training, so I won't be going too hard today. Just want to take it relatively easy, and then well, we have time to chat. First of all, I hope I'm maybe I'm missing some questions, but let me know where you're from. Just write it in the chat. And if you think of a good topic to talk about, also let me know, because we can open a discussion, have a little chat. I've got time, 2.5 hours, so and I'm always happy to give tips or my opinion on whatever. We have Belgium, Norway, Poland, Hong Kong in the house. What up, Hong Kong? Slovenia, Canada. Wow, we have a versatile audience today. Turkey. Lucas, what's up, man? Say hi back to Maya. Lucas and Maya were in Holland a couple weeks or months ago, actually. They booked a clinic with me, so I took them for a ride, one of my usual spins, and I taught them some stuff about braking and cornering, and we had a skill clinic, and it was really fun. So if you wanna, you can actually book a clinic with me if you want, but I guess right now it's only for the people in Holland. We've got Italy, Bosnia Herzegovina, Ottawa, Philippines, what up? Antwerpen, good old Belgium, Rotterdam. How do you clean your bike best? Ah, with a bucket and a sponge. Oh, Maya crashed. Oh no. That's sorry to hear that, man. I hope she is okay. We've got Tyler from the Isle of Man. Dude, I think about that race, it's crazy. India, Germany, Aalst, what up guys? My mom is live. Are you going to watch the Giro later? I don't know. I have not seen any of the road cycling because I'm just so busy with stuff. And Daisy doesn't really like to watch it, so it's always during rush hour when we are feeding the kids, putting them in bed, taking them out of bed. You know, it's really, I find it hard to watch all those races because they're always during the times where I'm doing other stuff. So working outside in the house, working on videos, you know, all that stuff. So I have not seen anything of this year's professional World Tour racing. But I actually never really watched it, so I'm trying to connect. I have a kicker. I'm riding the WAHOO KICKR. Jens, he says you deserve way more subscribers. That's great, man. Thank you. What can I say? Maybe you can help me with that. Share the shit out of my videos. You need to raise the Alpe Zwift. You need to rise the Alpe Zwift. What? What is your favorite Zwift workout? I never do Zwift workouts. I always do my workouts that my trainer puts in my training plan, and it communicates to Zwift. So I do the today's plan workouts that I can like download in Zwift, or what do you say? Load in Zwift. So I find a lot of the the prescribed workouts in Zwift. First of all, it's so many, so it's really hard to find anything because there's too much there's too much available. But a lot of those workouts are way too complicated, and I don't know why. Workouts should be easy and simple. If you can't remember the workout, it's probably too difficult. You should be able to have a look at your workout before you start, and it says 6 times 4 minutes at 400 watts, just an example, with 1 minute rest at 250 watts. And then you go out for the training, and you can do that by memory. I see a lot of those workouts in Zwift, and it has 30-second interval of this, 1 minute of that, 5 minutes rest, 2 minutes recovery, 3 minutes hard, 1 minute slow, 5 minutes fast, 2 minutes steady. You can't remember that shit. And I don't see the benefit of that, because the training is all about accumulating time in a certain power zone. So anyway, long story. Anyway, if I do want to watch the Giro, where is it broadcasted? I don't even know. Guys, I never watch television. I don't have time for that stuff. People ask me, how are you able to juggle all these things together and do all this stuff, like the YouTube and the family and the work and training and racing and all that crap? Because I usually don't sit on the couch watching television. The moment I sit on the couch watching TV, I'm like, okay, I'm missing out on productive work right now. So I usually don't watch. Other people sit on the trainer and watch the race, but I'm live streaming. So not a possibility for me either. Just to get back on that, what I said about my favorite Zwift workout or not, I do think Zwift is a great tool to actually do your workouts. So it has nothing to do with the Zwift program itself. It's more the offer of the workouts are a bit complex, and I think it's better to keep it simple. How is the kicker? It's good, it's fine, works great, no issues. I guess I have to calibrate it again sometime soon. Tips for outdoor training. That's a question from Hamza. He doesn't have an indoor trainer. Hey, there's a pace partner. Join pace partner. Okay, I'm joined. What's next? So this Mr. C Cadence is going the same speed as I am, I guess. I think this is a new feature of Zwift. Never seen this before. And I'm now riding his pace. I'm actually going a little faster, so we'll see if we can stay together. Tips for outdoor training. Proper clothing, man. Clothing is very important. Maybe double check your bike setup. I have a video about my winter bike, which is personally outdated because now I have a different bike, but for you it might still be interesting. Go check out the video. It's on my channel 3 years ago. I think I'm dropping my pace partner or whatever. How many bikes do you have? Well, I've got 3 bikes. The Canyon Arrow that I have had for over 5 years in the Netherlands. Always raced it, always trained on it. The bike I ride now is the Fuji. This bike has been living in Los Angeles for 5 years and has recently made its way home to the Netherlands. I have a video about that bike, really cool. And I recently built a gravel bike, which I do not have a video about yet, but I'm working on that video. So I have 3 bikes, and then currently I have the Cannondale System Super 6, which is a borrow bike. It will go back to Cannondale. And my old bike is transferred to the bike for my girlfriend, which she uses sometimes. So if we don't count those, it's 3. And then I have a normal bike to ride to the supermarket.
What do you think about riding long solos? Do you think riding very long distance solo is mentally harder than physically? I've always been riding alone. I just didn't have any people in my direct environment that would be either willing or able to ride that far with me, except for my friends in Los Angeles, but that's only once in a while. So I've been doing a lot of long distances by myself. So that's what I'm used to. I go in the zone, I ride, I finish it. So I don't find that very hard. It's when my creative mind, starts going. I think of ideas, I think of stuff that I need to complete, how to do it. I just use that time for inspiration. I listen to podcasts to gain knowledge about training or whatever. So for me, it's not a big problem. Yeah, Giro's on Eurosport, but I don't have Eurosport in my TV package or whatever. It is cycling. I'm gonna check that out. Please, let me just write it down. Please, straight here. Cycling. Time trial today. That's boring. I don't think I'm gonna watch that. So JB Dazen says, incredible, 75% of my free time is spent laying on the couch. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not very productive, but I don't mean this offensive in any way. If you need that, then that's your choice. I mean, if you have a super stressful job or very physically demanding or whatever, maybe you need to stay on the couch for a little bit every day. And to be honest, pro cyclists, besides training, they should be resting. So if I wanted to be a true, or if I wanted to live and train like a true pro, that's actually what I should be doing. Train, eat, get on the couch, rest, get into bed, and repeat. I'm not like that. If I would have done that, I would not have this YouTube channel. I wouldn't be able to mow the grass in the backyard, feed the babies, all that stuff. So we got Cycling Tour is on the trainer watching me. Great stuff, bro. Way to go, man. Are you gonna stay with me for about 2.5 hours? That would be nice. So Iniesta, how can I be as productive as you look to be? Can I train properly with 2 hours of turbo every day? That's already a lot. Plus 2 big weekend rides. Dude, that's massive. That's way more than I do. Okay? 2 hours, 5 days a week is already 10 hours. Then if you do 2 big rides in the weekend, what's a big ride? 3 or 4 hours? You're looking at 15 to 28, no, sorry, 15 to 18 hours of riding every week. That's a lot. Alright? So the only thing you need to do when you train that much, because it is a lot actually, is plan it very well. Because if you do a Zwift race every day, you're gonna completely mess yourself up within a few weeks. Okay? If you train really structured every day, which is high intensity, low intensity combined in a certain order with a certain amount of rest, you can actually achieve great things by training every day. So it really depends on yourself. Don't go hard every time you sit on the indoor trainer. That's the most stupid thing you can do. Artem wants to know how my job is being affected by the pandemic. Well, have a look at my Instagram. Currently I'm out of work. I'm not out of work, but I don't have a plane to fly. The Boeing 747 is retired as of today. And it can take a while till I'm trained on a different airplane. So I currently don't have any actual flying to do. So it's very much affected. Um, 99% plant-based something is asking if I'm thinking about buying the new Aero 2021. I'm not buying anything. My bikes are fine. I spend enough money on bikes and they still work, so almost 63,000 subscribers. Keep going. Thank you. Yeah, guys, if you want to join this channel and become a true cycling fanatic, that would be awesome. By the way, don't forget to just hit that like button on the video, yeah? Super easy. It's for free. We're gonna boost the likes. We're gonna chit chat and have some quality cycling fanatics time. By the way, if you want me to turn left or right or go a different direction, just let me know, because I can just change it. Just rode my first big 80 kilometers today and I'm so happy. But my legs are in pain. Yo, Ishan. It's big, man. I mean, 80 kilometers. Normally you would take the car for that, right? So, good job. Jason Cam just subscribed, by the way. If you subscribe right now, there's gonna be a dancing avatar with your name on it. So if you want to subscribe and check your name in screen, hit that little button. I'm looking to buy a Tux Flux Smart. Does that work good with Zwift? Yeah, it works fine. Hey Nikai. Dat weet ik niet, man. Werkt hij niet meer? Misschien hebben ze hem afgesloten. We have a new subscriber. Wario Axel. Ik zal het even checken, Nikai. Stuur me even een appie, anders vergeet ik het. Thanks. Barack Hussein Obama. Is this a recovery spin? It's easy endurance. I would say recovery is even slower than this. Any tips for a long indoor session? Yeah, drink a lot and get a good ventilator. Question about the Majorca cycling camp in relation to COVID. I'm definitely still want to plan the camp. The Majorca cycling camp has been organized this April and it couldn't go through because of COVID. It took us a lot of effort to set it up. We built a website. I went to Majorca to check everything out. We have arrangements with the hotel, with bikes, with rental cars, with everything. It took me quite a lot of time, and it's just an amazing opportunity to experience Majorca in a very special way. So yes, I still want to organize the Majorca cycling camp, but at this moment the situation is so uncertain that I cannot say when I'm going to do it, because if I organize it now for this spring, for example, the situation might still be very bad. So I guess we're still waiting a little bit till that gets better. Thanks for asking. Are you looking to go on the camp? Mr. Traverty. Not sure how to pronounce your name. Marcus R. Did you try the Zwift steering block from Elite? No, don't have that. Barak, I usually ride 1 hour indoor due my plan and program by the team. Okay. Kurt, why can't you leave the house? Yeah, I opened this with this in the beginning of the stream. Also, it's in the description. I put a little text, but I can repeat it, no problem. At the moment, my girlfriend has very big back issues. She's a little bit better today, but she's been laying flat on the couch since Tuesday or Wednesday? Tuesday. So I have to carry the babies into bed and get them out of bed, and if something happens I want to be around. So I just can't leave the house for 2.5 hours. If it was 1 hour maybe. Thursday I did a spin with our youngest kid in the chariot behind this bike, while the oldest son was at school. Well, what is it, preschool or whatever. So that was okay, but right now they're both sleeping. So I just need to stay here until they wake up. What category do you ride? What do you mean? In Zwift or real life? What are we talking about? Dupont, will he catch the bot? Bet closes in 2 minutes. Which bot? Dupont, which bot? Where is the bot? You mean the big beam? I can catch it easy, I guess. I don't know where it is, but where did you go for university? That's a random question. I went to University of Delft, aerospace engineering, but I quit after 1.5 years because of a big injury that I suffered during a BMX racing crash, and I quit, and then I applied for flight school, and I was enrolled in flight school. It took me 1.5 years before I could start. Yo, TRAWTF, super welcome to join the camp. Like I said, thank you for your interest, and it would be great to have you in Majorca. Heel veel sterkte van Joep. Dankjewel Joep. Ja, liggen werkt slecht, maar ze kon ook niet rechtop staan, dus ze kon helemaal niks. Hey Matt Beg, how is the recovery from that 600 kilometers? It's fine. You know, that ride was September 12th, so that's 6 weeks ago. And it took me about a week for my legs to sort of feel like normal again. They were a bit stiff, but it was actually very good. I didn't have big issues. Somebody's mentioning the Taiwan KOM challenge from last year. Of course, I still remember that. Guys, if you... It would actually be cool to put up another post about last year's event. It was great to race there, and If you haven't seen that video of me racing the Taiwan KOM challenge, go check that out, because that's an awesome video and an amazing event. I already saw some stuff about this year's weather. It was terrible, huh? Last year was pretty good. And it is hard, yeah. I'm not gonna do that 600k again. Trust me. One time is enough. Stefan, ready for Richmond on Tuesday? Yeah, I better be. Oh, it's actually a good thing to jump into Richmond and to check that course out, huh? What do you guys think? I'm gonna ask real quick what the level is gonna be. If you guys know, let me know. I'll go into my You can always jump on a exit and then jump on a different level. What type of rider are you? I'm actually a sprinter. Have a look at my videos, my race videos, you'll see. Another climber, another time trialist, another pincher, another GC rider. I'm a sprinter. During off season I train, I ride the bike, try to get back into weights, do some base training. Yeah, coming back to Taiwan would be awesome. Is it? So the race on Tuesday will be the Richmond UCI Worlds. Okay. Maybe I go check it out. I've done it once, I think. So I don't want to race today. I want to take it easy. Maybe there's another event. So Dirk is asking if it was my decision to stop on the 747. No. Just Google KLM 747. The whole plane is retiring. They're selling the planes. The last flight was today. So it's done, it's over. So it's not my choice. But I was gonna be transferring to a different plane anyway, but it should have happened early this year already. However, that got cancelled by COVID. So now I'm waiting till there's a spot, which might take a little bit. Stefan Badger says, you outsprinted me on Titans Grove during week 1 of the Zwift Racing League. Ah, yeah, that's very possible, Stefan. I mean, my sprint on an indoor trainer is not that strong, but it's still okay. Gelukkig ben ik niet ontslagen. Okay, left or right? Titans Grove or Epic KOM? Fast. Let me know. I actually don't want to do Epic KOM, but we're going there now. Anyway. I think my internet connection is not that good, huh? Sometimes it's dropping out. I don't know. Hey, somebody walking or running. 45 minutes in this ride. First bottle is empty. These trees are so huge. Yeah, man. Dude, if you want to have a look at those trees in real in my videos, go check out my video of Sequoia National Park and Kings Canyon. I think it was a year and a half ago or something. I went on a really cool trip with one of my racing buddies, Evan, and we went up to those big trees. Ik ga 2,5 uur fietsen, Guus. Do you set your trainer bike position different to your outdoor position? No, it's the same. This bike goes in and out frequently. So Husam H, I wanted to know how to recover from long distance rides such as the Crazy Cross Country Challenge. Just rest. Don't touch the bike. Your body needs rest, that's it. Eat well, don't overeat. Just eat normal for a few days. Don't do any heavy lifting, don't do any heavy cycling. Maybe an easy ride after 2 days. Just let your body recover, and then after about a week just pick it up again. No problem. I don't have the latest kicker, I just have the kicker, whatever. Yo Wesley, what up man? Okay, I want to go to downtown. Does it go left? Yes. Do you still use a drift ghost? No, actually I don't. I only use that ghost for long races, like 4 or 5 hour races, but I don't race that long anymore, so currently not using it anymore. Well, not on camera. Do you cycle with a shirt as well? Yeah, and I take it off on camera as well. I prefer to have a very thin base layer because the ventilator is blowing and my skin would get too cold. So I prefer to have a higher fan speed with a base layer than a lower fan speed without. But if it's too hot, if it's like crazy warm, I just take everything off. But right now it's not, so I'm okay. Well, I leave the bib shorts on for your information. Didn't want to get you guys confused. Do you enjoy Zwift racing more than real life racing? No. Hell no. Of course not. Well, maybe not of course, but for me, of course not. Real racing is where it's at. You know, that's real speed. Carving through a corner, sprinting against another guy. There's nothing like that in Zwift. And that's actually what makes it fun for me. Is the close action and the adrenaline. And when I race a Zwift race, I have zero adrenaline, never ever. Real racing, that's where it's fun. So it's completely different. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks a lot. For training, it's fine, of course. You can work very structured on Zwift, but it's on every it's not the software, it's the indoor trainer that makes you be able to do your training. You can use Trainer Road, Superfast, whatever to track your workouts, as long as you do a specific workout that makes sense. Just doing races on Zwift doesn't make sense. Ga je ooit nog een MTB-wedstrijd meedoen? Of BMX? Rens wants to know if I'm gonna race an MTB race. I actually enrolled for the National Championship Street Race, but at the end it turned out I was busy that weekend. But that seems very fun to me. Just street racing on a mountain bike, and then you know, just racing on the street through different features. It's very short. It's almost like a sprint. I think it's like 1 kilometer or something. That would be fun. Other races on mountain bike, yeah, I might be. I think it's fun, but I don't have a mountain bike, so it's a bit, yeah, I'm not sure. I need a mountain bike first, I guess. Yo, Michael George. Thanks for joining, mate. It's awesome to have you on the channel. If you check out my older videos, you'll see I've been traveling all over the place and shooting videos everywhere where I've been flying on my layovers. It's been an amazing time, but right now it's a bit quiet, as you would know. No, I prefer outdoor training, always. I like cycling. I'm only on the indoor trainer because either I'm racing or I can't go out because of some reason and I want to do my training. That's the reason for me to go on an indoor trainer. Outside always has my preference. Jacko wants to know if I'm planning to do more content while I'm grounded for the time being. Well, I've actually been really busy with everything else. For the last couple months I've been flying, but not that much, and so I had more time at home. But my girlfriend is also trying to set up her business. She's trying to get back into work, so we're dividing the work over the kids a bit. However, she's doing way more than me. Just get me right. But then also trying to do stuff in and around the house instead of having a external person that I have to pay to come and paint the house and cut down the bushes in the backyard and stuff. So I'm actually pretty busy with all that things. And you know, I did 2 big projects this summer that actually took all my time. And I have not been vlogging a lot because I also haven't been traveling that much. Usually when I travel somewhere, I would have a cool topic to talk about, and it's easier for me to make a vlog about a ride. Right now I think it's more fun and it's more interesting to have proper videos that it takes more time for me to create, but they have more meaning. They're more informational. You know, they're more interesting than just a vlog. For example, the Crazy Cross Country Challenge took me 4 weeks to edit that video. Obviously not full time because of the reasons I just explained. A very easy vlog can be done in 1 week, but it's not the same. I'm not sure what you guys think is more interesting, but I like the more overall interesting videos. I'm missing out on some comments here, so let me know if I missed your question. Do you still go to the gym and do heavy workouts? Bit Blitzy wants to know. I still go to the, no, I don't go to the gym. I have a squat rack right here next to the television. And I do pretty easy workouts right now. Because I have not done any strength training for a long time. So I'm just trying to get back into it. In general, every time when I get back into strength training, there's some reason to quit because of racing or because of specific training. So it has been quite hard to actually keep it going. So I want to try to actually get a proper strength training routine up again this winter. But we'll see. What did I miss? Sorry, I'm missing some comments, so you guys will need to type it again. Have you ever been racing in a velodrome? Arne Stange wants to know. I have done some riding in a velodrome, but it's been maybe 15 years ago. I was still BMX riding back then, and I actually got scouted. The scout from the Velodrome asked me if I please wanted to go train with them. I said nah. I like BMX racing. So I never went through with it. Maybe if I did, I would have been racing world championships right now, but just like my other BMX racing friends, they're dominating every sprint on the track, but you know, that's life. Thanks for the super detailed response to Jacko. You're welcome, bro. Hey guys, if you wanna, I don't wanna ask too much, but if you enjoy this live stream, if you enjoy me producing content, the least you can do is just hit the like button on the video. But you can also send me a super chat or a super sticker. It will give me a little motivation to keep on doing this. I mean, I'm looking to buy a new camera, a Sony like system camera with a big lens. Dude, it's expensive stuff. So it would be great to have some support, and I'm gonna increase my content with that. You know, better quality stuff. Cool videos. Now I stop. Omar Farouk just subscribed. Ultra Balami just subscribed. Thank you guys. Awesome to have you here. If you subscribe now, you get a nice, here we go, Omar, a dancing avatar on the screen. Jonathan Heuvel. Hoe oud was je toen je begon met wielrennen? Heb je ook veldrijden gedaan? So Jonathan wants to know when I started road cycling. I was, when was this? 2016? So 4 years ago. So I was 26, 25 maybe. I never did the cyclocross. I did BMX racing. Ga je racen in België? Nee, denk ik niet. Lekker Nederland, joh. Criteriums. Her naam on the Fuji. Yo, we've got Africa in the house. That's pretty cool, man. Hey Liam, je hebt wel een grote mond, hè? Kom jij maar naar Nederland. Kan je naar mijn kont kijken? Gast. Ja, Liam, dat is in Nederland toch ook? Dat is niet echt nieuws. Lijkt me een goed idee. crusty. I know I ride a $5,000 bike or euro, but I didn't buy this bike like that. I bought the bike 5 years ago and it was about half the price, and I upgraded in the last couple of years. And I take care of my equipment, and I've been using it for 5 years already. Unless some other people buy a new bike every year, throwing away money. Anyway, thanks for the super chats. Just kidding, bro. Well, what I said was true, but hey. I think I need to put the baby to bed, guys. So I'll be back in 5 minutes. We have a super chat from Dupont. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Hey. Dat zie ik niet. Nu? Nu? Oké. Ja. Doei. Alright, bros. I'll be back. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Because I need to put the baby to bed. Dupont. Thank you. This side. Thank you for your super sticker. I'm gonna be back soon. Don't leave, just check one of my videos, and if somebody's coming into the chat asking where I am, tell them I'm putting the baby to bed. 5 minutes. back. Sorry for leaving. Baby's to bed. Now let's hope he goes to sleep. Up. So, alright, back at it. Deze een beetje verplaatsen. Zo. Alright, I'm back. Hey, YS Choi, a recent subscriber. Subscribe after watching your Fuji video. I gotta say, I love your videos. Thank you so much. WS Choi. I appreciate your comment. Thanks. Welcome to the channel. Hope you stick around. Axel love reizen. He's commenting about a sort of a test or a training period I had in this summer. I did 6 weeks of structured training to lower my VLA max. He's asking me how that went out, how that went down. Well, I have the results. And I think within the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm gonna create a video about this training. About the 6-week training block. And actually, I can tell you that my VLA max actually did not change that much, but my powers went up incredibly with that training. So it's still interesting. But I will discuss it everything more in the video, but just to give you a short answer. In my body, apparently VLA max doesn't get low very easily. Only time will tell if I can lower it with an extended period of the training that we did, but I don't know. Well, we're halfway down. Still 1 hour 15 to go. Where should I go next in the level? Should I go left? Should I go right? F-Dub says, hey Jasper, it's nice to catch another one of your live streams. Thank you, man. I appreciate you tuning in. It's always fun to have some guys to talk to and to communicate and interact with the cycling fanatics all around the world. And that's really why I'm doing these live streams. So you guys, you know, connect to each other. You can ask me stuff, I can tell you stuff. It's more like a short-term update of what's going on and stuff like that. I'm seeing some comments about oil on a chain that might stain the walls. From Autumn. Dude, if you have so much oil on your chain that it's gonna fly around and stain the walls, you have too much oil on your chain. Your chain should be clean. Going up 10% right now. Don't use oil, by the way, just use a high quality, I don't know, what, some kind of lubricant. It's not normal oil. More like, how do they call it, like Teflon, or I'm not sure what it's called, but don't use chain oil from the supermarket. Not very smart. It's nice to have an extra hour in this day, huh? In the Netherlands today the time went back, I guess. So we're now in winter time, which is giving us an hour extra today. Great stuff. What did you guys think of the video on my time trial versus road bike test? I thought it was pretty interesting. Well, Camille, I normally hold my baby like this a little bit and then I put him to bed. I didn't do that now because I'm completely wet. So I was like, okay baby, bye, sleep. But I hope he goes to sleep. A mountain bike versus road bike test. Yeah, I mean you can test those against each other, but it's not really. I don't see the nee, het is niet zoveel nut. I don't really see the benefit or the use of testing something like that. I mean, road bike is way faster. There's no race that you have to choose between either of those bikes. So I don't really know why we would test that. Nee, ik heb nog een veertje. Nou ja. Yeah, well, you can test yourself, NSA road agent. Just take your mountain bike, ride 30k an hour, have a look at your power, do the same with your road bike. Yeah, that's great. Autumn. I think an aero bar on your road bike, on your TCR, would be nice. Just do it only in time trials, yeah? Don't do your group rides on the TT bars like this. Either people are gonna get mad or you're gonna run into somebody because you can't brake. So don't do that. I mean, it's the weekend. Okay, which way are we going? Let's ride into the volcano. Volcano. Volcano time. Where was I? What do you think about the bike computer from the Cross Country Challenge compared to the Garmin or WAHOO? Well, I haven't used any Garmin's lately, but my Garmin 820 that I had a couple of years ago was terrible. Touchscreen was really bad. The mapping function was super slow. It didn't connect to my phone. It stalled during navigation. It was... I had so much problems with that. So I would definitely prefer it over the Garmin 820. I have tried a Garmin 1030 for a short while. It's a really nice unit. And then my WAHOO, that's just easier for training sessions, I guess. But for navigation, again, my Element, it's super small. It doesn't give turn by turn. Neither does the trim computer when you import a GPX, but the screen of the trim is way bigger and more clear. I guess it will have a longer battery life as well. But the stuff that you couldn't do on the trim was import structured training sessions and then export them to today's plan or training peaks. I think they're still developing that. So for those training sessions, I couldn't use it. But the looks are very nice. I mean, it looks like an iPod, if you guys know what that is, because that's an old product. yeah, it had. I mean, I think I have not found the ideal cycling computer yet. I've had a lot of issues with WAHOO and Garmin as well. Right now, I don't know why, but my WAHOO is not really connecting unless I ask it to, and so anyway, there's some improvements to do on the trim computer, but it's a pretty cool starting point for a unit. Are electric scooters also taking over the cycling roads in the Netherlands? No. The old people on electric bikes are very annoying. They always ride together, husband and wife, in the middle of the road, with about this much in between, so they're taking up the entire road. And then when you pass, they get mad for not ringing. When I say, "Oh, excuse me," they get mad because I don't ring. And when I ring my bell, they don't hear me. So I'm a bit annoyed by that. We don't see that many electric scooters yet. San Diego misses you. I miss San Diego, man. I miss the entire Los Angeles area, USA, everything. Too bad, huh? But funny thing is that what Marcus says, the people on e-bikes, they think they're fast, right? But the e-bikes are limited to 26 kilometers an hour, so they're actually very slow. I go between 5 and 10 kilometers an hour faster than that on any ride. So they're like super wide on the road. When you bell or scream, they look up like, who's this? Who wants to pass me? I'm on an e-bike, I'm super fast. No, you're not. You're not fast. You're just old. Anyway, I'm not saying all road cyclists are very nice either. A lot of them are misbehaving a lot, and that's why we get a bad name. In the Netherlands, there's people in cars yelling at me even before I did do anything, because they think all road cyclists are dickheads. So I have a feather. I'm gonna use the feather up the hill. I'm gonna use the feather further up the hill. Hello Bruno. Bruno DSL. Sup NSA agent, sup Asher. Anyone new kicked in this live stream? Let me know where you're from, what you're doing today, Sunday afternoon. Busy, busy, busy. We got Andrew from England, Giorgio from the UK. I have a guy on a time trial bike trying to win me up the hill. We've got Morten doing strength and core today. He's from Norway. Sounds like a good workout, man. Core stability is super important. What gearing are you using on the flats? On my arrows I have 39, 53, 11, 23. That's what I prefer. Mark F is about to jump on Zwift in Northern Ireland. Are you going to join me, Mark? Let me know. Somebody's having a lazy weekend because his group ride got cancelled. Bro, where's the motivation? If the group ride gets cancelled, you go solo. Giorgio is eating all the foods. Cheat day! You know, I like having a cheat day once in a while. I don't do it a lot. Usually we order Uber Eats or whatever. And then it's always a mistake. Like, okay. Wait, I'm gonna go up the full guy now. It's like, let's order pizza or let's order hamburgers. And they just taste disgusting. And I always think, I should have known better. I should have just cooked my own easy meal. It would have taken me 20 minutes, but it's more delicious, it's more healthy, it's cheaper, and it's just overall way better experience. But sometimes you get tempted to order food, but I hardly ever really enjoy it. Erik just finished a 2.5 hour Zwift session, and now I'm watching you. Hey Erik, that's pretty cool, man. Were you riding with me at all, or it would be fun? So Justin, how can you always maintain 90 plus RPM? Well, I have my difficulty setting rather low, so I can shift and then just have a lower gear. And 90 or higher would be my self-preferred cadence. So I'm not even looking at my cadence, that's just what happens when I ride my self-selected cadence. Whoa. Somebody's doing 3 times 20 minutes, 90% FTP. Nice! 90% FTP. Oh yeah. Well, that's a tough workout. It will be great for your aerobic endurance. Somebody's going to sell training plans. What? Are you a coach or what? When will the lockdown be over in the Netherlands? Who knows, man? What's up, California? Baldwin Park. That's the flat rider Malaysia. Indian food is good for takeout. Yeah, we actually don't have a lot of Indian, but I do like it. And it's so much work to make Indian food yourself, so it's probably better to order takeaway. Yeah, I get you. What do you prefer for climbs, gear ratio? And do you think a proper climbing bike, do you think a proper climbing bike, I think it misses something, but the gear ratio depends on how steep the climb is. Steeper the climb, the bigger the gears, or the smaller, whatever, lighter gears. I think we're approaching the steeper part now. Oh no, I still have some time. My 30-day PR on the KOM is 7 minutes, and I'm 4 minutes in, and I'm not pushing that hard, so probably still have 4 minutes to go. Hey gaming guy, als je zelf schema's wil gaan verkopen, lijkt het me wel goed advies om of veel ervaring te hebben of theoretische achtergrond. Zodat je ook werkelijk iets te bieden hebt en niet zomaar iets verkoopt. Dat gaat op de lange termijn niet echt goed uitpakken, denk ik. Maar doe ermee wat je wil. It's definitely hard to combine training and life, especially with young babies. It's very, very hard. Me and Daisy have been having a lack of sleep for the last 8 months. Daisy more than me because she's always waking up in the night while I was still sleeping through it often, but we still wake up a lot during the night with kids, and this is very much diminishing your energy, your recovery, everything, productivity. So yeah, it's difficult. No, there's no lockdown in the Netherlands. Somebody commented this is not true. There's a partial lockdown, but not at all. All restaurants are closed. All restaurants and bars are closed. Sports, races and games and stuff is not allowed anymore. Competition, only for pros. Currently, you're not allowed to do sports activity with more than 4 people, I think. But I can still go out. But the reason I'm on the trainer today is because of my own personal situation. My girlfriend is having back issues and I have to put the kids in and out of bed and stuff. I'm not holding on at 30 BPM. I'm just pushing a certain power zone. And the reason is because I'm doing a slow endurance training. When I'm talking, my heartbeat goes up. Yeah, I can tell the story about my tattoo. I have a tattoo on my back, and this was set in 2015, either late 14 or early 15, on my shoulders. You can see a little bit here, and it's a front chain ring of a BMX bike, 4040. Because I used to race BMX like my whole life until my, what is it, when I was 20 years old, was BMX everything. I was riding in the top of the nationals, top of the European and the top of the world championships up until I quit. And I wanted to have something to remember that. And so it is a chain ring, a BMX chain ring with 2 wings. And the wings represent me going to flight school and becoming a pilot. So my life consists of, well, until when I put the tattoo, my two big goals or things in my life were cycling, BMX, and flying. So there's text, ride BMX, and I have my career number, which is 171, and I raced that for the last few years. It was like my official UCI number. And that's the story behind my tattoo. I am allowed to go outside, but I can't because of the situation at home. Read the description, guys. There's basic info in the description. Going straight to some other people. Guys, if you look up Zwift setup, whatever, on the Zwift website, you get all the information what you need to run this program. If you want to have it more precise, it will be more expensive. If you just use rollers or a mechanical rear wheel trainer, it doesn't make sense for the power you're producing, but you can ride around in the level. They can een WAHOO KICKR of zo. Toby, Zwift is only online. It has nothing to do with riding outside. You can use Strava for that. Toby, please read the description. Dude, please read the stuff first and then start asking a million questions, which are all in the description. I train about 10 hours a week. Who told you that? 15 to 20 hours a week, at least. It has absolutely nothing, it has no, saying something like that doesn't have any value. Because it depends on the person, it depends on your goals. If somebody just says, oh, you should be training 15 to 30, 20 hours a week without any information, just forget it. Yarna, no, I currently do not make my own training plan. I have my trainer do that. You can find him in the description. He offers training plans as well. I can get you a discount, blah de blah de blah. Go check it out. Thank you, Lee. Well, I think it's not possible to truly sprint in the saddle because, well, it's going to depend on your definition of a sprint. What is a sprint? To me, a sprint is an all-out effort, maximum, what, 20 seconds? You can't push full gas when you're sitting in the saddle. So, to me, a sprint has to be standing. Then, a real sprint is outside, not on Zwift, not on the indoor trainer. You can't push full gas on an indoor trainer. Maybe on a watt bike because they're way stronger. but still. You can see my heart rate drift right now. My heart rate is increasing because of the, you know, the warmth and maybe the hydration of the indoor cycling, the indoor training. So as I'm still pushing steady power, my heart rate is slowly going up. I have about 25 minutes left. I am drinking a lot, but you know, this just happens when you're on the indoor bike. I've already answered those questions. I don't know how, with the current situation in the world, how would you even think I can race internationally? I don't see that happening right now. So it's a pretty logical question or answer. I felt, after the 600 kilometer ride, I felt a bit sore in my legs, but it wasn't that bad actually. I felt like I had done like a really strong strength training, so my legs were stiff and, you know, I could really feel it. But, and my ass hurt quite a bit. My skin was a bit scraped up. But it wasn't that bad actually. I was feeling pretty good. Toby, I've never raced at pro level. Okay, I'm not a pro, I'm an amateur. But only back in the days when I was racing BMX, I was racing at, well, there was no pro level back then. But I was racing at the highest level. We're talking 10 years ago. I recovered about a week for that ride. I did 2 or 3 short, easy rides in that week, and after the week I felt fine, so it was okay. I had proper food, lots of rest, just chilling. And that got me recovered. Toby, dude, if you're new to cycling, 10 hours a week is too much already, okay? You need to start very easy and very slow. Find a proper coach to help you if you're really serious about this. Thank you, Asher. Appreciate that. Yo, Marcus, listen, my BMX racing background has everything to do with all my cycling abilities right now, okay? My sprinting, my handling, my confidence, my ability to endure pain, everything. The only thing I didn't have was road bike tactics, road racing tactics. I still lacked that, but everything else, the base was my BMX racing. There's no better way to get cycling skills than to ride a BMX. Hands down, guys, hands down. Doesn't mean you should start BMX riding when you're 40 years old, because you're too late. Toby, you're constantly asking very obvious questions. I suggest you go into my channel and you look around. Because if you go a few years back, there's loads of BMX racing of myself. Okay, so just to try to find out some stuff first, have a look around on my channel. There's a lot of videos with answers for you. Yeah, I miss BMX. My BMX time was awesome. BMX is way more spectacular than road cycling, but it's also very dangerous. So yeah, Lee, I don't know, man. Some people are asking me the same stuff, or just asking like some questions that you can just find out very easy. I know I'm answering questions, but you know, if you have a good question, I'm very willing to answer that. But if you ask me, why is a banana not straight? I mean, just Google it, and you'll find out. If you're not using a smart trainer on Zwift, it's already considered, you know, not real. So if you want to say cheating, you can, but just let me get some food. Having a little sugar dip right now. Not very nice. Probably should have eaten a bit more. Check this out. This is a memory of my self-quarantine in Shanghai. I thought it was kind of funny to bring this back home. It's a Chinese bottle of Sprite. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna drink it up right now. Eric Braquet. I'm not racing any BMX anymore. I still have a BMX bike somewhere at my parents' house. I'm actually planning to build a pump track in my backyard, and then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bring out the BMX to have a go at it. Yeah, Bruno, that's what I mean, man. People don't want to put in any effort, just they think it's easier just to ask and to have me explain everything over and over, but all the information is up for grabs if you just look at it. Yeah, I can have him go on the phone track in the backyard, but I'm not sure if we're gonna go on the BMX track. Too many of my friends got paralyzed. Erik, man, of course I want to go for another ride with Tyler, VC. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not traveling to the USA anymore, so unless we really plan some trip or whatever, I'm not sure when this is gonna happen. But I'm always up for it. Maybe he can come over to Europe one day. I've been up to his place for a couple times. Not his house, but we rode a few times in California. So I guess it's time for him to come over to Europe now, huh? Almost done. Yes, I really have friends got paralyzed from BMX, guys. It's a pretty crazy sport. Thank you, Anlegen. I'm glad you appreciate my content. I enjoy putting it out. I currently don't use any pre-workout stuff. I just use some coffee, that's it. Whew. 10 minutes to go. I'm almost done. Sebo wants to know, is my family also doing fasting? Are you eating longer on weekends? Well, my girlfriend is also sort of partly doing intermittent fasting, not really that strict like I am, but she usually doesn't really eat early in the morning. And she also, you know, eats some stuff late at night or has a wine or whatever. So she's not that strict on like short window of eating and long window of not eating, but in general she is sort of following my starting time of eating, which is around midday when the kids get their lunch. For the rest, my family consists of 2 kids. Well, 1 toddler and a baby. And they get food in the morning, in the afternoon, and before they go to bed. But if you look at the times, I mean, they start eating at like 8:30 in the morning, and they have their dinner at between 5 and 6. So that's already that's also 14 hours that they don't eat. So you can almost say that they do intermittent fasting as well, but their time frame is different than ours. Because I start eating when Sam gets his lunch around 12:30, and sometimes I just eat later, or I do a full day of fasting or whatever. And I just don't do that with the kids because they won't get enough calories in. Of course not the baby. I mean, when the baby wakes up and he sees a bottle, he starts screaming like crazy because he wants to eat. So it doesn't work with really young kids, but for the rest, I still sort of do it, yeah. And on the weekends, if I eat for longer or not, for me there's no difference in weekdays or weekends, because I work irregularly and it doesn't matter. I mean, we have no specific rhythm in weekdays or weekends, so for me every day is the same, and I'm flexible with it. So some days I start eating early, and some days I just start eating at dinner time, you know. This is different every time. So it's not bad if you skip a day or if you do a day without fasting. Every fast is good for your health. Well, Jacob, because he's been asking well, Toby, it's because you're asking the same stuff every time. I've just explained how I felt and how I recovered after that 500-kilometer ride, and now you ask me about it. So I feel like you're not watching you're not listening to what I'm saying, and then you're asking it again. If your question is the same as somebody else, when I answer their question, it applies to you as well. If you want to leave the chat, that's fine. Yo, Edmund, I'm actually done in 5 minutes, so it wouldn't make sense to join me now. But you can go on Zwift and ride. Toby, just check out my Strava. Basically every ride I do is on Strava. So you can see my training workouts, you can see how many kilometers or hours I train every week. You can see what I've done before and after the challenge. Everything is there. So I hope that will help. Now please check it out first before you start asking other questions, because I prefer you to find some stuff out yourself and then ask me what you really couldn't find. Toon van der Velde, thank you for putting out the content. You're welcome. Love the vids. Which partnerships would you like to see happen in the future? I would like to get a bicycle. I mean, all the bikes I ride are my own bikes, except for when I borrow a bike from Trek for Taiwan, or I borrow a bike from Cannondale for the crazy cross country challenge, you know. But it would be nice to have a proper like bike partnership or whatever. Did you find any issues with gears jumping on your WAHOO KICKR? No. You might have to adjust your derailleur a bit, because it's not always the same as your rear wheel that you normally have in. Strange, eh, Marcus? Canyon doesn't want to work with me. Well, at least Canyon, the Netherlands, has refused me multiple times. I'm not gonna lie about this, alright? They just told me it wasn't interesting because I didn't make my content in Dutch. Okay. Mr. Poppy, trust me, I will be honest, okay? If a bike brand approaches me and tells me I can't say stuff, I will tell them thank you, but I won't do that. It's easy. I mean, there's always stuff about the bike which is positive, and there's always downsides. And for now, all my reviews have been 100% honest and real, and my intention is to keep doing that. It doesn't matter if I have a bike sponsor or whatever. I do agree with you that I do not want to become GCN. Jacob, do you have if you have an 11 speed, do you have an 11 speed on your trainer as well? Or a 10 speed versus 10 speed? You know, that might, you know, sometimes you make a silly mistake, but I don't know. Yeah, Thomas. Yo, Marcus. Almost over. Thank you for your time. See ya. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate the super chat. As you guys can see, I've been on the bike for 2 hours and 31 minutes. I had 2 hours and 30 minutes on the program. I had one little break because I had to put the baby in bed. That's why I'm sitting on the indoor trainer today. Because I have to be around at home for the kids, as my girlfriend is out of service with back problems. She's been having some terrible pain for the last week, so it's been kind of busy at home, for me anyway. I'm doing her job for the last few days and it's been tough. Her job, well, whatever she's doing. Okay, Jacob, I don't know, I can't help you because I'm not seeing the trainer, so I hope you can figure it out. I speak Chinese, I can say ni hao, xie xie, and that's it. So I speak a little Chinese. Okay guys, I'm gonna, do you think that putting front wheel higher with a non-smart trainer could model uphill? No, I don't think so. I can explain more later, not now because I have to go. But Sakvo, you cannot replicate riding uphills by lifting your front wheel. I'm sorry. Guys, I thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to watch my live stream and have a chat. I hope to see you again soon. Tuesday I'm racing in the Zwift, what is it called? Zwift Racing League. Tuesday it's a Richmond UCI course. So we're gonna go full gas on Richmond with the WAHOO KICKR team, which is gonna be tough. Races are always tough on Zwift, so we're gonna see how it goes. Thank you. See you later. I'll show you guys this timeline. Oh, what was my route? Oh, whatever. Pretty steady. Steady power, steady pace. You can see at the end I was dropping a bit. I didn't feel super strong. Anyway, it was an easy ride. Thanks